Ooh, that looked quite stiff actually. Repo went hard, and this is an effective enough cold open for the new generation. Oh hey, at least at that point Taylor wasn't a Red Rooster anymore. Mr. Perfect is over.
Oh man, I want you now! That was a hit and run. That could have happened off some control or something. All around the Manhattan Center. Did you happen to see my...
One of the eyes, intensity from Perfect. I like this sequence. That's a nice spine buster, almost like Double A. Gut wrench powerbomb, really? Taylor getting some real licks in. And I mean, it is Perfect, he loves selling, so of course he'll get hurt a bit. The first heated angle going on Raw. Flair versus Perfect. We'll get back to it.
Ric Flair. Oh no. And now.
Ooh, good little counter into the Perfect Plex. Look at that! The WWF champion. Why wasn't he on the first episode again? Also, Bret Hart is always a win. Basic stuff for this promo, but still good to see the champion. I like the fact that Bret keeps his morals. The low pitch boost from Marty. Look, you may think this isn't a win, but honestly, having a reaction like that is engagement with the crowd, which is a lot better than having a dead crowd. The rest is up to the booking. An elongated squash match for Jannetty, just so that Michaels can have his promo time on the phone and basically be the interesting part of those 5 minutes. Ooh, is this kind of a Faymaster? I guess so. Not a bad finish then. Savage also has that eye, the intensity. And here he wanted 2 minutes in the ring with Repo. Okay, this was way too long. I skipped it, but there was a whole Rumble report in between those two parts. Still, I guess it makes sense with the amount of time this would take to set up. Ric Flair only has 2 matches on Raw before 2002 and his return to the WWF. This is the first. Alright, a bit basic and slow, but still a fundamentally good sequence. Just an over-reliance on the front face lock for transition. Still good.
Well, Mr. Flair seems to have problems with authority figures. Yeah.
Was that a jab at Flair because he would leave next week? Petty if so. It's time for Flair's greatest hits. They always happen, and they're always entertaining. The top rope fall. We know it, we love it. The begging on the ground. The top rope bump. Seriously, it's all very textbook Flair, but it always works. More begging. Oh, and a kind of Flair flop, but not really. Listen to the crowd, man. It's a shame Flair wanted to go back to WCW now that things got better there without Jim Herd, because this is heated. No one has more of the eye, the intensity, than Flair when cutting a promo. Look at that man. Look into his eyes. This is absolute passion, and this man gives that passion to you all over the screen. A great couple of promos. The angle between Perfect and Flair is actually really, really good for this early year of Raw, and it will only get better from here, for a bit. Guys, I think we have our numbers out of order. This is the first episode, right? In all seriousness, if this was the first episode of Raw, it would be remembered a whole lot more fondly, because this is not just an improvement, it's a massive improvement. As a go-home show for the Rumble, doesn't really do the trick, but as just a good show in isolation, it does. The wrestling is more than serviceable with the Perfect and Flair matches standing out, even if they're not amazing or anything, but they serve their purpose correctly. But of course what stands out is the great Flair and Perfect angle being built up for next week. Even if most people remember the Repo Man stuff from this episode, it's much worse. This felt, well, raw between Flair and Perfect, and it's great. Also, an appearance from the World Champion is always a nice sight. So for my rating for the second episode, in the context of 1993, this is a 6.25 out of 10. A good show, with a great angle inside of it, as basic as it is. For 1993, it's great, and has some really good performance with some very high popularity. And so for the next show we will cover, it's the 1993 Royal Rumble. Stay tuned, folks.